Yeah, they need to work on that. I fully agree. Friends, how are y'all doing? It's a Monday, start of the work week, and I don't know about y'all, but I had a fantastic weekend. Y'all, it's the summertime, and it is just time to be out. Y'all spend time outdoors because I love being outside. I love working in my flower beds. I love working in my yard, and I'm glad I am feeling so much better, and I'm able to do more of that, especially during this time of year, y'all. But it's still the dog days of summer, so make sure that you stay hydrated out there. Stay hydrated, friends. Stay hydrated. And speaking of hydration, yeah, I want to share some things that I do because I'm on this weight loss journey using a GLP-1. You know that I'm on my Zepbound weight loss journey at the ripe old age of 50. And friends, something that I do to stay hydrated, y'all, it's a daily journey. And hydration is directly linked to my good digestion and holding back the constipation. So if you know anything about GLP-1s, you know about constipation and how it is a known side effect of taking GLP-1s. And y'all, constipation was on my back over the weekend. Yes, constipation brought me to my knees, y'all, yesterday. Yes, oh my goodness, y'all. I was so incredibly constipated. Yes. And then, friends, when I think back, though, I was underhydrated. Yep. In order for things to flow in the right way, y'all, we've got to give them a lot of liquids to flow through and hydration, y'all. So stay hydrated. Not that I wasn't hydrating, but I knew that I was underhydrated. Yes. It's always just a daily cycle, right? And so what got things flowing for me, y'all, was to get up and get moving. Moving your body helps with digestion, okay? And especially constipation. Get up and get moving. And once I did that, but let me tell you what caused my trouble yesterday is that because I knew I was already bloated and feeling constipated because I knew I had not, did not have a bowel movement in several days. So I knew constipation was already there. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do what I know to do. And that's to go ahead and eat some cabbage. And so I did. I fixed cabbage and I added, of course, I got to add some protein in it. So take your pick. Sometimes I use 93.7 ground chuck to add protein to my cabbage. And now I notice that they're calling that like dirty cabbage or egg roll in a bowl. I don't care what you call it. KendyK calls it good eating, and my belly loves it. Okay. So I don't have any type of, y'all, thank y'all. I'm glad I noticed where we were going. We're headed in the right direction, but we got to get there fast. And same thing with this story too, right? So, hey, Sandra James, how are you, my friend? Hey, Laura, welcome in, friend. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for joining me. So I'm eating cabbage bulked up with a heavy dose of protein in the form of ground chuck, 93.7% ground chuck, meaning there's little fat in that. Like you literally can just, I just actually just keep cooking it until all the fat just cooks out of it. Yeah, I've added some diced bell peppers and onions. Y'all know how I do. Get a good seasoning in that meat and then go ahead and put my cabbage on top of it. And I picked up that cabbage and sliced it real thin. And y'all don't forget, I always wash my vegetables and things, but you really need to do that. And cabbage is, I love cabbage. I love any kind of roughage, any kind of greens, collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, spinach. All of those are good things that are natural ways to boost your fiber for better digestion. And so thank you, friends. Thank y'all. Hey there, L Dog. Welcome in, friend. Thank you for the star. Kino. Thank you. I appreciate those who are dropping on in here on KendyK. Yes. So, yeah, so it was all about digestion, but y'all, I ate too much cabbage because my belly was already full. I was already on constipation. Shout out to that. Already on constipation. And so I should not have ate as much cabbage, right? And it had all that extra protein in it too. It had all that meat in that cabbage. So y'all, and once you get full on a GLP-1, okay, there is not, y'all, I don't know how much was too much, but I ate too much cabbage with protein added. I ate too much of it, and y'all, I mean, I felt like my belly could bust. And I was like, Lord have mercy. So I started out doing what I always do, which is eat Tums, because that kind of, and y'all, I started, that made me start to burp. Y'all, excuse me, I got sniffles. You know how I am. Y'all, pardon me. Y'all, thank y'all for joining in, and thank y'all for hitting that like button. I appreciate you. Thank y'all. This is KendyKAllDay. And so the Tums helped because that made me start to belch. So it was coming up the top way, right? So I knew that was getting us somewhere, y'all. But I mean, whew, I was so uncomfortable. I couldn't lay down. I couldn't sit up. And then I said, girl, get up and walk. So I just started walking the house. But y'all, I was in so much pain because I literally felt like my belly was about to explode. And so I know that some people on GLP-1 have mentioned that on our GLP-1 Monday weight loss panel. We have a panel of all folks who are taking all the GLP-1s. So no matter if you're taking Zepbound, Mounjaro, Ozempic, Wegovy, no matter what you're taking, y'all, we've got you covered. So join us on Monday. That's today, friends. Join us later on today. We're going to be hosted by Mounjaro Journey with Pam. Y'all, so if you forget all of that, no worries. Come right over to look at my community post. It's because it's already there, and you'll see the link to get over there. Y'all join us today at 5 p.m. Eastern time, or 4 p.m. Central time, and 3 p.m. if you're joining us from the West Coast Pacific time. So yeah, but I remembered that they had said that some folks said they can't eat cabbage at all now that they are taking a GLP-1, but I had never had trouble. Cabbage has always, even before I started a GLP-1, cabbage has always been my go-to for good digestion. And shout out to all the registered dietitians and nutritionists for teaching us the healthy plate. And that's something that I really have stuck by, because I was even working with a registered dietitian before I started my GLP-1 journey. So I'm just so grateful for having already started a lot of the healthier habits and working with a registered dietitian. Godsend on my GLP-1 weight loss journey. And friends, so this is week 22 for me. Shout out. That's one of my favorite numbers. 22 pounds. Not 22 pounds, 22 weeks on my GLP-1 weight loss journey. And I am 39 pounds down by the grace of God and Zepbound. So 22 weeks. Yes, because y'all, so I did not take my weekly injection until this morning, because yesterday morning, y'all, I had another one of those episodes of, y'all, I washed my hands. I was getting ready to take my injection and wash my hands so I can get ready, to get my syringe out, get my vial, and I'm on the 5 milligram dose of Zepbound. Get it out, and yeah, and I was so shaky when I didn't notice how shaky I was until I was drying my hands off, and my hands were like I was shaky. Yeah, for real. Yeah. So I was like, oh my goodness, this is like the hypoglycemia, like low blood sugars, and I'm not diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic and have never had poor A1Cs or anything like that. But just, again, these are things that can happen because there's a lot going on, right, in your body. My body has, I've lost a significant amount of weight now at 39 pounds down. And so just, whatever it was. But y'all know, I had those fried green tomatoes, and I had not had fried foods that I can recall since starting my GLP-1 weight loss journey. And so if I have, it's just been a long, long time since I had fried foods. But y'all, I did have some delicious pork chops. Did I have those on Friday or Saturday? I think I had them Friday and Saturday because, baby, yes. So that's what made me have the fried green tomatoes. Yes, y'all. Oh my God, they're amazing. Anyway, y'all. So, I don't know. So maybe it was the fried food. Anyway, so I did not feel well Saturday. I was shaky, so I did not take my dose, because one thing, you got to just respond to your body, right? No use putting 5 milligrams of Zepbound on top of that. I'm new to the 5 milligram dose of Zepbound, so I just said, you know what, girl, stop, lady, stop, respond to your body. So instead of taking that dose, I went ahead and I said, push some protein really fast. So I pushed a 30-gram protein shake, and I got about half of it down, but I really wasn't feeling well. And so I just kind of rested, and I found a piece of candy. I found a piece of chocolate, because I'm like, well, if I really do have low blood sugar, I probably need to eat something with sugar in it or something. So I said, okay, well, let me find a piece of candy. And like, I literally had to hunt for candy, but it was a little piece of chocolate. So thank goodness. And I'm not really much of a chocolate eater. I don't know if I ever told you that. I'm a fruity girl. I'm a gummy worm. I'm a all of that type of girl. But y'all, after taking the GLP-1 this is my 22nd week of taking a GLP-1, I don't crave those things anymore. And when I try to eat those things, like gummy bears and things like that, let me just say this. Food does not taste the same once you start taking a GLP-1. So I know it's like all of those receptors in the brain and in the hypothalamus, like you don't crave things like that anymore. And when you do, like, just fall back on old habits, possibly bad habits, I want some sweets or something like that. You just don't have much interest in it. And that is the benefit of GLP-1s. So, oral surgery. I had to change my eating habits due to the dental work, and I lost 10 to 15 pounds. Shout out to Jerry G. Congratulations, Jerry G. That's our friend from Mississippi. Okay, Jerry G. I remember you telling us you were going to have oral surgery. So congratulations on your weight loss. Hey there, TT Trucker. Thank you for joining me. Y'all, it's KendyK all day and friends. Thank you, friends, for being here. Y'all excuse me, because I got y'all all up in my face, and my nose is running. Let me move the air vent. Okay. So y'all already know where we headed to. It is the story of my day. Okay, we got work day, and then at 50 years old, after this car wreck, it's chiropractor and physical therapy. So y'all drop in the comments, and guess which one I'm headed to now? Chiropractor or physical therapist? Drop in the comments and let me know. You guess. Hi there, Ava. Don't be honking at me, people. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's KendyK all day. So we're doing a purple moment today. And I got my purple jacket because they keep it real cold in here. See, y'all thought I was going to tell y'all which one we're going to. Y'all go ahead and tell me, which one do you think we're going to? Are we going to chiropractor today, or are we going to physical therapy today? Hey, Half Swizzy, what's up? What's up, KendyK? Somebody said, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Peace, peace, people, peace. I'm rolling back. Okay, Laura is agreeing. Laura says, yes, some of your quote favorites, they don't give you the same feeling, right? Euphoric feeling that you like, oh my God, tastes amazing. Things just don't taste amazing like that anymore. And I think that's the medication. I know that's the medication doing what the medication is supposed to do. It just turns off some of those receptors in our brain, in the hypothalamus for sure, right? Hypothalamus is like the impulsivity, as I understand. Okay. Thank God for the research and the medical doctors, the medical professionals, and all of those folks. Okay. Okay, we're gonna pull right on up here. Okay. We're gonna pull up right on up here. Okay. Thank y'all for joining me. Let me see. Let me say hello to everybody. Carrie G, I'm so proud of you and your weight loss. Hi, D. Kasheri. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Grant, welcome in, Grant. Thank you for joining me. Yes. Yes. So let me tell you the things. Thank you for getting me back on track, Sandra James. So let me tell you the things that got me back on track. So then I had to lean on one of my good friends. Y'all, we've been friends for 30 years. And she is my go-to for anything related to my health because she works in healthcare. Half Swivy, I hope I said hello to you, friend. TT Trucker. Hey, TT. So she was like, you need to be like, she was like, okay, do this. She be teaching me everything. She was like, go up on your right side with your hand, push up on your right side, go across and down. So you like making a circle, up, across and down. Like we just literally working with our large intestine and our small intestine and our sigmoid colon. And when she said, I said, I know that word sigmoid colon because I thought of Sandra James. Okay. Yes. I don't know where all those body parts are at all. But yeah, baby. So that was like, And then she was like, okay, do you have some gas X? I said, of course I have gas X. But I couldn't find it in one of my many travel bags. Couldn't find it. So she was like, okay, just need some baking soda. I said, okay, I got baking soda. So I went to the pantry, got baking soda out, added it to some warm water. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord for the baking soda and warm water. Okay. So if you don't have gas X, just go straight like mamas and grandmamas taught us. Baking soda and warm water. And I was like, oh my God, this is nasty. And she was like, well, just add some more water to it. See, it's just that simple, people. It's just that simple. And then she was like, okay. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I felt like if I did anything else, y'all, my belly was just gonna go and explode. That is how much gastric pressure I had from being so heavily constipated. So let me tell you what I did. Because shout out to my friend from Alabama. Y'all, I have known her for 30 years, over 30 years as well. And she told me something that because she is also taking a GLP-1. And she told me something that her mama told her to do. So shout out. See, y'all, older people be knowing. She said her mama told her to take some castor oil. Yes, y'all. Castor oil. And I'm going to give you 2 uses for castor oil. Castor oil, put it on your eyebrows. If your eyebrows are thinning, baby, put you some castor oil on your eyebrows. See, don't they start growing? See, don't they start thickening up? Okay. And then we're going to use castor oil to keep us flowing in the right way, our digestive tract. Okay. But let me tell you what we not going to do. We're not going to drink the castor oil because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. We're not going to drink the castor oil. We're going to douse that castor oil we're going to take a cotton ball and douse the cotton ball in castor oil. Stay with me now. And then we're going to push that into our navel. And KendyK be fancy with it. So then you're just going to put a Band-Aid over it and go on about your day. Baby, try it. Ain't nobody got time to be drinking on nasty castor oil. We're going to take a cotton ball, douse it in castor oil, It's real smooth. Okay. And then you're just going to stick that in your navel. And then I'm just going to put a Band-Aid over it. But it's going to stay in there. It's going to stay in there. Y'all, give me one moment. I cannot have y'all looking up my nose. Okay, we back. So we're going to push that in our navel. We're going to put a Band-Aid over it. Friends, I had been doing that. And for some reason, like when you shower and everything, you could just take it out. Like you can take it out, lay it on the sink on a napkin or Kleenex or something, and put it back in after you shower. So for whatever reason, I did not put it back in. And friends, here come back the constipation issues. Yes. So everything. Okay, Jerry G. I'm going to reach out to you, Jerry G, because you should join our GLP-1 weight loss journey. Our weekly panel on Mondays. I'm going to reach out to you, friend. Hey, Virginia. Hey, friend. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Yes, no, Virginia, we're not going to drink any castor oil, okay? Take the castor oil, put it on a cotton ball, push it into your navel. I cover mine with a Band-Aid and go on about your day. See, doesn't it keep constipation away? Try it. So y'all, I'm happy to report everything is flowing good. And y'all, I've got 5 minutes to get to this appointment. Thank y'all for those hearts. I've got 5 minutes to get to this appointment. Yeah, honey. Yes. Castor oil. And y'all, when I looked at my bottle of castor oil, because I had already bought it because my eyebrow lady told me to put it on my eyebrows, because I'm 50 years old. So eyebrows do kind of start thinning. And so she said, just put you some castor oil. And y'all, when I looked at the bottle of castor oil, it literally says for constipation on the bottle. Y'all. As Don Lemon said, old people be knowing. Y'all know, shout out to independent media. Shout out to Don Lemon. Y'all know I'm locked in with Don Lemon. Y'all know he's my guy. Yes. Hey there, Simply Debbie Sue. So y'all, we are going to physical therapy. We are here. And I got to get in there because y'all, me in my mind, like this is physical therapy, but in my mind, y'all, I am learning the things that I can do. And one thing I love about physical therapy is that it gets me up and active for at least 55 minutes, right? Up and active, working my body. And the thing I love about it, at 50 years old, I need to learn how to work out my body in ways that if it's hurting you, right? If the exercises and things that you're doing are hurting, then those are not the ones that are for you. You need to find the right ones. And so shout out to my physical therapist. And I think today is the day that I work with the doctor of physical therapy, my doctor of physical therapy. And then the next time I do physical therapy, it'll be with the assistant. So y'all, thank y'all for rocking and riding with me. Y'all check us out on the GLP-1 Real Talk Live panel hosted by our good friend in these YouTube streets, Manjaro Journey with Pam. Thank y'all, and I'll see you later. Goodbye for now.